Wake up one morning, grab your coffee, and realize the house you just built is already worth $60,000 more than you spent on it. Not because the market jumped overnight, because you built it that way on purpose. That is engineered equity, and today I'm going to show you exactly how modular home construction combined with acting as your own general contractor makes this possible for regular people with no construction background whatsoever. None. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand a wealth building strategy that most people in the real estate world do not even talk about. And the knowledge you gain from doing this once will literally follow you for the rest of your life. So let's start with breaking down what engineered equity actually means. All right, so most people think equity just happens to you. You buy a house, you wait 20 years, the market does its thing, and eventually have some money locked up in the walls. Yeah, that's passive equity. Engineered equity is completely different. It is the deliberate act of creating value through your decisions before, during, and after a build. You are essentially manufacturing the gap between what something cost to create and what it is worth the moment it is complete. And modular construction is one of the most powerful vehicles available right now to do exactly that. Here's why modular works so well for this strategy. A modular home is built in a climate-controlled factory environment where waste is minimized. Labor is efficient and quality control is actually enforced. The modules are then transported to your site and set on a foundation you have already prepared. The result is a home that appraises at comparable value to a traditionally site-built home, but often costs significantly less per square foot to complete. That difference between appraised value and your total cost is your engineered equity, sitting there on day one of ownership. Now here's where the general contractor piece makes everything dramatically more powerful. When you hire a general contractor on a custom build, you are paying someone 15 to 25% of the total project cost just to coordinate the other people doing the actual work. On a $300,000 project, that is $45,000 to $75,000. You're going to pay someone else for project management. When you act as your own general contractor in your primary residence, that money stays in your pocket and converts directly into equity. Now, that is not a small thing. That is potentially the down payment on your next investment property. I want to be honest with you here, because this is not a path that works without real effort. Acting as your own GC means you are responsible for pulling permits, for scheduling inspections, hiring and managing subcontractors, ordering materials at the right time, and solving problems when things go sideways. And things will go sideways. A subcontractor will show, an inspection will require a correction, a delivery will be delayed. The question is not whether challenges will happen, but whether you are prepared to handle them. And the answer is that you absolutely can be. Most states allow owner-builders to act as their own general contractor on their primary residence, though the rules vary. Some require you to occupy the home for a certain period before selling. Some have licensing exceptions with specific conditions. Before you move forward, what you do is you need to understand your state's owner-builder laws, and I would strongly recommend speaking with a real estate attorney early in the process. This protects you and ensures your equity position is not compromised by illegal oversight. The learning curve is where the magic lives. Every single phone call you make to a subcontractor, every permit you pull, every inspection you pass, every problem you solve is building a mental database that has a tangible financial value. After your first build, you will know how to read site plans, how to communicate with trades, how to sequence work so each crew can do their job without waiting on another, how to identify inflated bids versus fair pricing, and how to spot when something is being done incorrectly before it gets covered by drywall. That knowledge does not disappear. It compounds. People who go through this process even once report that they feel fundamentally different about real estate investing efforts. The fear that most people carry around construction and building trades simply evaporates because they have lived it. They have walked on their own job site They have had the hard conversations. They have had the judgment calls. And now they can do it again, faster, more efficiently, and with better results each time. The modular home industry has also evolved considerably. Modular homes are indistinguishable from site-built homes to the average buyer or appraisers. They can be customized with open floor plans, high-end finishes, vaulted ceilings, energy-efficient systems, and architectural details that generally compete with anything you would find in a traditional subdivision. You are not sacrificing quality for cost. You are gaining efficiency without giving anything up. From an algorithm of wealth building as a multi-layer win, you create immediate equity through cost control. You build knowledge assets that reduce costs on every future project. You gain confidence that opens doors to more ambitious real estate decisions. And you create a home that serves your family while simultaneously building your net worth in real time. If you're sitting there thinking this sounds complicated, I want you to ask yourself one question. What is the cost of not learning this? Because the alternative is hiring someone to manage the process you could manage yourself. Paying retail for a home that a builder marked up to protect their own margin and watching someone else capture the equity that could have been yours. You do not need a construction degree. You need curiosity, organization, and a willingness to ask questions and learn as you go. Thousands of people do this every single year, and the ones who commit to the process come out on the other side with a home they are proud of, equity they built themselves, and a skill set that will pay them back for decades. Start researching modular manufacturers in your region. Contact your local building department about owner-builder permits. And subscribe, because the next video is going to walk you through the actual steps of setting up your first owner-builder project from lot selection to move-in day.